Fat boy, come on. You know we had to do a podcast, right?
What's your name, fat buddy?
Of course, you're looking food. What the hell?
I'm not fat. I'm big bone.
I'm gonna eat it.
You owe me for one jelly donut!
Fat motherfucker.
Listen to it. My wife said no one's gonna listen to us.
I've got bigger titties than you did!
Bullshit, because nobody fucking had geese back at that point for a bigger guy.
I'm not everyone's cup of tea, but I might be somebody's shot of whiskey.
You can't think about, hey, I need to lose 100 pounds, but think about winning that day.
Fucking, I want a cheeseburger and a milkshake. Yo, what is up, fat leads? Welcome to episode 49 of the Fat Boy Jiu-Jitsu podcast on this Thanksgiving week. Man, much, I'm thankful for friends like Lou, who on this episode of the podcast, I actually went over to his house, to have a conversation and, to record a podcast. And this guy, I've been planning this for about 2 weeks, and when I show up to his house, it was like I showed up unannounced, like I sprung this out of nowhere. And I even brought tacos. I brought tacos to the man's house. He knew I was coming, and it took me aback that when I got there, he was just like, "Oh, what are y'all doing here? Y'all ain't supposed to show up to my house unannounced." And I had texted him throughout the day. So my man, the worst friends ever, but I'm absolutely thankful for him. And I tell him and I talk to him, and you'll hear it in the podcast, how these guys are brutally honest with me, and we give each other a lot of shit. But it was their actions that kind of helped me spark a change and go down the path. So I'm forever grateful for them and that. But so I'm at his house. Kids are running rampant, doing three preteens, right? Going 12-year-old practically, and just running around, running crazy. So you might hear that in the background, and I do apologize about that. I try to take that out as much as possible. Then our wives kind of pop in and, being making us laugh. I know it was probably hard for my wife to sit there while I was telling that story about when we visited that plastic surgeon in Nicaragua. I've always been asked the question if what first off about losing weight, the loose skin, and does the loose skin bother you and whatnot, and I've even had people tell me, I would lose weight but I don't want to have a bunch of loose skin. And let me tell you, if you are not losing weight, well, first off, there's no way. I wholeheartedly believe that's just a lie you're telling yourself. Because if you're gonna lose weight, you're gonna lose weight. Does the loose skin bother me? Yeah. Does the loose skin bother me more than being as obese as I was? Nah. Not one, like, iota of a percentage. Now, and that's that. It bothers me. The skin, the loose skin does bother me a bit. And before I would say, oh no, I don't think I would get skin surgery. It'd be like a badge of honor or whatnot. And the more I'm like, no, why not, right? And so looking at options, obviously, and when you look at cost of, upwards of $50,000-$60,000, you're like, ooh, is that something that, man, not that I wouldn't, or I don't believe that I myself am worth it, right? So, because that's the what some would say. But I don't think personally, I don't think for something that I did to myself, it is what it is at that point. $60,000 is something I'm not, there's no way. Nope. But, you start looking at, other countries and like, oh, becomes a lot more affordable. And, I think if it were to happen, it'd probably be a different country, somewhere like Colombia, Venezuela, maybe Nicaragua. I don't know. But yeah, I don't think that. I think I used to tell myself that too, that, I don't want to lose the weight because I don't want to have a lot of loose skin. And that's just one of those, that's like a lie, like I'm fat and I'm happy, because yeah, you might be happy that, so it's not unhappiness though. Like there was times where, I'm happy that I can go, eat this entire pizza, but it's not really a happiness. It's just a simple pleasure for the 30 seconds you're chewing on that pizza. Let me tell you, it's 15, because sometimes, especially when homie's drinking, I'm not really chewing food is not on the top of priority. More so than stuffing it in the pie hole. So I really do think that there's some honesty, or you have to really look into yourself to why do you believe that, right? Or why are you saying that? Because honestly, I think now looking back, I definitely, anytime I would say that it's one of those, that's not really why. Especially now, having been there, when I'm at my leanest and I can get into like a 34, 30, I could probably get into a set of 32s, but I have to hide some, there's not enough space in those for the skin. So it's got to be a 34, and that's fine. I'm 40 years old now, and I can, when I was 18, I wasn't a 34 waist. I was already, by the time I was 13, 14, I was a size 38. So, like, huge win, right? So just being in it, yeah, I think now definitely am entertained, and not even just I am entertaining it. So that's when you ask about would you do the skin surgery? Absolutely. It's funny to think that I was so quick to accept or even look into getting bariatric surgery, but I was kind of like, oh no, poo-pooing having skin removal. It just doesn't it doesn't make any sense now really looking into it. But yeah, skin surgery is I mean, but that has its. I mean, it's realistically major surgery, right? You're cutting out what they would have to do is something called like a fleur de lis, and it's you're like your New Orleans Saint symbol basically across my body to fillet it shut, basically. Yeah, I guess it's crazy to. If you know if you have if you don't have if you have a strong stomach, watch some of Dr. Miami's mommy makeovers, and it's pretty much the same thing. It's just a long ass tummy tuck for me, and probably some male gynecomastia surgery to bring out some of the man boobs that I kind of lost on my own, that is, the man boob thing has been bothering me like since 12. I started developing man boobs at 12, and they've always been a little perky. And when I did the burpees, and I changed the contour basically of my chest. That was awesome, and just seeing that change. And hindsight being 2020, damn, had I done that at 12, how great life would have been, right? But it is what it is. It's awesome to see. So it's just like, what can I do next? So realistically, I've been thinking about doing burpees again. I liked, doing 250 a day was getting ridiculous. I think 100 a day just as a warm up for something else. You think that's what I'm gonna start doing? That's a really good warm up. I mean, that'll get your blood flowing really good, well. And maybe add a 5K row into that, or a 2,500 meter row as like a daily thing. I'm gonna ponder that. I don't know about daily, because that does take some time. And lately, I've been having trouble waking up as early as I was when I Now it's been 3 years now, right? 2019 since 4 years, because it was December of 2018 was that original triathlon. So from August to December of 2018, yes, was when I was training for that sprint. And I actually trained out for 12 weeks, followed a little training plan, unlike when I just did the one previously. And, I gutted out that swim, and that triathlon was the most mentally challenging swim I had to do. When I first got into the water, there was a bunch of people in wetsuits and whatnot, and I'm like, oh, there was a couple guys and, not wearing wetsuits. There were some people in shorts. I should be fine. Well, I was not prepared for as cold as that water was going to be. It was 68 degrees, and when I got in it, I felt the chill. And I started my stroke rate probably went too fast because I was too cold and in shock. So I was never able to calm my breath. And by the first turn, I was panting, struggling to get a stroke. and swallowed a bunch of water. I was starting to burp. And it was at that moment I was like, oh man, I'm cold. I'm cold. I want to get out. I want to get out. And I looked, noticed some people on kayaks and their paddle boards. And I think the rule is if you know, they might let you finish, but if the rule is if you touch the boat, right, you're like DNF. Thought about it a couple times. Even on the way, once I made it to the second turn. So by then I started, by the second turn, I was like, okay, well, people are doing it. I can finish this. And I got out of the water, and I was not well. I didn't feel well at all. And I'm lucky my buddy Chris talked me, because I was like, oh, well, I could probably I signed up for this thing in January, and I was like, okay, well, from January to October, that's enough time definitely to train for a sprint triathlon. Definitely more than enough time. And I was like, well, sometime around the time we went to Nicaragua, I was talking to Chris, and I was like, man, maybe I can still have time. I can probably bump it up and do a half Ironman. I should probably do that. And he talked me out of it, and I'm glad he did. And because I probably wouldn't have done it at all had I signed up for the half Ironman. Closer to so I didn't really train for, and I don't recommend this to anybody, because what I did was dumb. I signed up for it. I was going to do it, and just between personal commitments and just personal failures, I'll say, I never really got into making that a priority and actually training for it. The only real training I was doing was my Sundays. I go for a pretty nice long bike ride. That's my Sunday. That's been my Sunday, my active recovery. Most other days I'm doing jiu-jitsu, between doing jiu-jitsu and something else. Sundays, pretty nice long bike ride. The only real swim I've done was when we were at camp in July. Did 3 days of practice swims, 200, 400 meters. And then the last day we did a mile swim. And that was an open water swim, right? So that's another pool swim and open water swim, and open water cold swim. And for some reason, that Georgia, and when we were in Georgia, that water felt, maybe it's because of the sun, I don't know, but that 68 degree water did not feel the same. Anyways, so I really didn't train for this, and but I knew that I had an out. I hadn't really talked about it. I didn't really mention it to anybody. Like, I knew I had signed up, and I knew I had told a couple people. And the people I've told, I can kind of like, oh, well, life got in the way. I didn't do it. Most people, well, oh, okay. Understood. Closer to that October event, I started letting a lot of people know. And I did that just so I had accountability. So I could let, I finished absolute last in my age group, 9 out of 9, perfect. But I went out there and I did it. I was swimming and I wanted to quit. Didn't do it. The bike ride, I had the transition between the bike and the swim and the bike was I felt was smooth, was great. Like I said, Chris gave me some pointers, what to do, and followed it. When we were setting up that morning, when I got there and I was putting up the bike where my bib was, I started noticing how everybody had things laid out. So I was like, okay, well, I pretty much have the same things. I'm just going to lay things out pretty much the same way. And it worked out for me. It worked out really well. So I felt good on that transition, and I got on the bike, and once I got off the bike, I had fun. I had a blast in those little back roads. And I kind of knew, so the day before the try, I went over there and I rode that course. I downloaded the thing on my GPS, rode the course there. So I kind of knew exactly where the turns were going to be, what the grade changes were going to be. So I was like, okay, I had a good idea. The wild cards were, I didn't know how exactly the start and the return was going to be, the transition areas, because I didn't, not ever having done an event, I was kind of like, I was just lost. Now that I kind of know, it did one I should know. Actually, I'm signing up for the one in March. They're doing one in the exact same location, and I want to do the one in March. I think my time was like 125. My goal is to beat that by like 10 minutes. I want to do under 115. That's the goal for March, and I actually want to train for it. So that's one of the reasons I think I'm going to be able to hit that. Just the sheer fact that I'm going to train, and actually devote some time for it, which also coincides with some jiu-jitsu stuff. So the sprint try has just helped me, my cardio in jiu-jitsu, which is kind of why I'm excited to do it. And I think one benefit to having always done longer rides, the bike ride was only like 12 and a half miles. When I do like my 30-mile bike rides, I did a 50-mile bike ride too one Sunday, which was awesome. But that took me incredibly long time, too long. But I think my going so long helped me, because when I transitioned off the bike and started to run, first, I'm never going to like running, but it actually didn't feel the worst. On the way back of the turns, the way they have it set up, I mean, everybody's using the same track, right? So everybody who's doing the full marathon, the full marathons, the full Ironmans, the half, and they're using the same course. So when you get closer to the finish line, you'll see it's like 25 miles. You're at the 25-mile mark. You're at the 26-mile mark. And I never fully understand what they said. Oh, yeah, the marathon's only 26. Oh, no, it's 26.2 miles. That 0.2 is, in my head, that 0.2 was messing with me. Because as soon as I hit that 26, I'm like, oh, okay, it should, not much longer. Yo, that 0.2 felt so long to the finish line. So when I got to the finish line, I was like, oh, I threw my hands up, and I'm like, yeah, thank God I'm done. Because I wanted to be done with that. In my mind, I was like, dude, that 26, I passed that 26 like 45 minutes ago, and I'm still running. Why am I still running? Where the hell is this finish line? And that 0.2 was a mother, definitely. But so that was I don't know. I think I may have shared that. Maybe the second time I've shared that experience. And I'm sorry if that's the second time I shared it. But it is what it is. I really enjoy it because I think all of that is it's more mental than that entire thing was more mental. Nothing is tremendously hard in the triathlon. The swimming is swimming. It's just keep on swimming, doing the exact same thing and keep on moving, right? It's all mental. The bike is the same thing. Just keep on moving. And the running is one foot in front of the other, 1 foot in front of the other, 1 foot, and you just keep on going. And do you want to quit? Yeah. But man, the high, I enjoyed that high at that finish. Probably why I was so eager to sign up. Okay, when's the next one? I got hopefully 2 of my friends to join. They said they will, so let's see if they man up and do it. But like I said, I enjoyed it. So if you can, I think you should look into doing that. Look into challenging yourself, doing like a marathon or something, half marathon, running event. I don't know. So enough about me, skin surgery, triathlons. Let's get back to this episode where I show up at Lou's house with some tacos, and he wasn't ready for me. So thanks, guys. Have a great one. I did.
Fat come on. You know we had to do a podcast, right?
For the intro.
I gotta meet you for that intro, dog.
What's your name, fat body?
Of course, you were looking food. What the?
I'm not fat. I'm big boned.
I'm gonna eat it.
You all need for one jelly donut.
Fat motherfucker.
Listen to it. My wife said no one's gonna listen to us.
I've got bigger titties than you did.
Bullshit, because nobody fucking had geese back at that point for a bigger guy.
I'm not everyone's cup of tea, but I might be somebody's shot of whiskey.
Yo, these are awesome songs.
You can't think about, hey, I need to lose 100 pounds, and think about winning that day.
Fucking, I want a cheeseburger and a milkshake.
First time.
It's not the man. What do you mean you should have been the first time? What's up, fat leets, and welcome back to the Fat Boy Podcast. I'm here. I'm joined with my boy Lou. I bombarded his house. Apparently, I came over here thinking I was invited to do a podcast. I even brought tacos. I fucking brought tacos, and this guy wasn't even prepared for me. He told me, come by. Yeah, sure. Text. And so what's up, dog? How you doing?
That's the intro I get?
This is the intro you're gonna get because bro, you did me dirty.
We did.
I showed up and your wife looked at me like, what the hell are you doing here?
You're one of my best friends. I know you for like 10 years and that's the intro I get? Wow. Okay.
Absolutely. Everybody knows you, dog.
Nobody knows me.
Oh, everybody knows you. You my guy, son. You actually the reason I started this podcast back up because
we've been talking about this for years.
We have.
Like, I'm talking about like 6 years ago, 7 years ago, way before you even started the Fat Boy Jiu-Jitsu podcast.
We need to do Gordo y la Flaca, and it just needed to be us two.
El Gordo y el Flaco.
Gordo y la Flaca.
And then we could just like go and talk about tacos.
Train and eat.
Oh my God.
That's the shit. Training and eating.
That's a beautiful one. And we got
that's what we're gonna do. So
our wives are here too.
We're joined by our wives.
They ain't gonna talk. They ain't got microphones, but they're here watching.
They're actually sitting there really laughing at us, more so than anything.
Yeah. Oh, So let me tell you the difference. Do you know the difference between dynamic microphones, which what we're using now, and condenser microphone, which is what I use to record music?
Typically. Yeah, actually do. However, go ahead, spit knowledge.
All right. So when when COVID hit and I really, I did all the research. So I'm like, yo, let me get this podcast shit going. I did all the research. I used to use a condenser mic because I used to record music and shit. I still think I could rap. But I used to too. Rest in peace, Mitch Hedberg. But so I thought I could use that. Anyways, I did all the research and I figured that a dynamic microphone is good for more broadcasting interviews type things. So the reason headphones come into play, it's pivotal. And are you recording or taking pictures?
She's taking pictures.
But you should record this one too and put it online because I want to talk about this. There's a lot of podcasts that are out there like in Orlando, and I love it. The more, the merrier. The qualities may suck, and they're terrible. They suck. So when I did all my research, I was like, I'm gonna make sure that although my content may be whack or whatever, but I'm gonna have the best sounding one. My videos suck, but that's the plus. That was like extra. That wasn't the main goal. The main goal is to have a good audio. So I did all my research. The reason we have headphones is my man is interviewing me, and if I go over here and I talk over here, can you hear me?
Nah, I can't hear you that well.
Is the audio gonna pick up my vocal if I talk over here?
Not at all.
It doesn't. So then that's gonna be annoying to the audience at home or in the cars. That's the reason I have headphones. Some people try to sneak this here and there, but that's because they're fucking idiots. So people, if you're doing podcasts, it's okay to use your camera and your Zoom shit, but if you want to get the best audio, get microphones and get headphones. Fucking idiots.
Bro.
It's that simple.
Damn. It's like that. Yo,
post that bitch too. Send that shit to me. I'm going to post it.
Come at me. 1697 Pratt Place. I'm there Mondays.
Oh, yeah.
Tough as nails, baby. Let's go.
Let's go. But hey, thanks for having me on, bro. I wanted to be your first fucking guest, but whatever.
So I had to drop and so a couple podcasts ago, I had to drop a podcast just to do it, just to get my feet wet because I kept on. Bro, let me tell you, I started this. Episode 46 started back in February. It's now November. Like I'm behind. And well, I've been just trying to do it. Life gets in the way, life happens and
yeah, I feel you. That's why I kind of like took a break off mine because I do mine for free, and I do mine to talk to the young fighters.
For free? What are you talking about?
I don't get paid for my shit.
Neither do I.
You know what I'm saying?
About?
But I do it to get like the few people that actually watch and listen to my stuff. It gives the young fighters an opportunity to start talking and using their vocals and get potential sponsors in the future.
Well, they got to promote themselves. Really.
Yeah, they got to promote themselves, and it kind of teaches them. I could be the first one. Like Reggie Northrup is going to go. He's going pro December 2nd, and I interviewed him. And spoke with him. Cedric as well. I would like to say that, hey man, I spoke to him before they went pro. You know what I'm talking about? So, and it's just practicing. I don't do it to get rich or get a quick buck, and I told you that. I just do it because I love talking to people, learning about people, and trying to help people as much as I can, no matter what anybody that is mad at me for whatever reason may say.
Well, I love talking to you. I got the gift of gab sometimes, and my wife knows and there's no more time that I'm most talkative when my wife is trying to leave somewhere and someone's talking to me. And that's when I become, damn, I won't shut the fuck up. She gets mad sometimes.
At the end of an event?
At the end of an event, and she's trying to go home. She's tired of shit. And she's like, yo, just shut the fuck up. Let's go. And I
try to just dip, but I still talk to people on my way out.
I did,
and I just fucking silently move.
The Irish goodbye.
That's
the
it.
Irish goodbye is a good way to not have that happen. But if you saying goodbye to people, man, that's gonna take me some time.
Is she going live with this shit?
I don't know. She's recording for like hours.
Yeah, no, she don't got it. I just wanted the beginning of that to post it and then get people upset. And then they can send me like sneak disses and shit.
Well, I mean,
people sneak diss me.
They record podcast off of phones.
People like on Facebook and they send subtle like sneak disses. They wake up in the morning and they go, oh, how am I gonna sneak that little guy Lou?
But Lou,
this is how I'll do it.
Do you think? I mean, how about this? What about a thought? You really think people are waking up to piss you off? Are you that important?
Hey, I'm not. But apparently I am.
You are to some people, right?
These motherfuckers want to make a goal and they want to take everything that I say and dissect it into something negative. You know what I'm saying? I see it, bro. Come on, I'm from hip hop. I know when somebody's dissing me with a subliminal.
What's beef?
Yeah, I know when they dissing me subliminally. It doesn't bother me. I laugh. You know, I still, I come home.
But that's old school hip hop, because now new school hip hop days. You see that 6ix9ine what he was saying about people running up on him. He's like, why am I gonna make it easy? Why am I gonna let you know?
Yeah.
Why am I gonna let you know where I'm at, dog? Because
these new cats
on site. That's why. Because it's on site. I don't care where.
So I guess the people that subliminally diss me are old school cats. You know, people that never been hugged when they were kids. They never had, the mom and dad to love them. So then they grow up and they become adults. And then that energy, they spew it onto their own family. And you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's why I believe I'm positive and I like to be energetic and upbring other people. It's too much for them to handle. So like the way I see it is like if a person is in the room and they're taking command in the room and telling stories and shit, and then all of a sudden I walk in and everybody gravitate towards me, they don't like that shit. Because I took the attention away from them because I was just being myself and they were just wanted to command the room.
And
they talk louder too whenever nobody's listening.
If y'all saw that,
who did the same thing?
That submission grappling intro, your intro, so that's why people gravitate to you. You seen that intro, bro? Did you see what you got your wife to do? She was dancing.
In front of people.
In front of people. Something that she did not want to do.
Shy.
She was shy as hell, but she had this biggest smile on her face. And I was trying to hide behind the camera guy, like, yo, I'm not gonna do this.
All I want to do is just make people laugh. That's it.
That shit was hilarious.
These grapplers, they take that shit very serious. Like they take that like if, instead of winning a cool medal like this, shout out to Submission Grappling Series. It's cool to get a medal, but if I don't get this medal, am I gonna drive on to the other side of I-4 onto oncoming traffic? I'm not. It's just a stupid ass grappling match. You know what I'm saying? And these cats take it serious. They're like warming up, like if it's IBJJF finals.
But it could be. But
you know what I'm saying?
But let me tell you.
But at this level, it's not. So I just laugh at these cats.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you.
No disrespect to the BJJ community.
Man, you don't think that?
Actually, I don't give a fuck.
He said years ago, people at IBJJF. Oh, this is just an IBJJF event. Now it's the IBJJF.
To me, it's always been the IBJJF.
Me too.
Even 11 years ago, 13 years ago when we first started this shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
bro,
that's top of the line.
It's funny, and I gotta correct you because you said you dropped that like it. That's the right time, and you're still wrong on that timeline because I've been training 13. You've been training longer.
No, I've been training 13 years. 2009 to 2022. I mean, I'm not that good at math. I failed the FCAT a few times.
I thought a few times. You had to take it more than once?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The reading, bada bing, bada boom, easy. The math, I was like, shit. So, anyways,
13 years.
I started training in 2009.
I honestly thought you started training in 06. That's where I'm wrong. I thought you started training in 06.
I trained 09. You trained 09, 10, right? We all kind of started around the same time. Yeah.
But I started different.
Yeah. And now you're a black belt, and I'm still a purple belt.
Well, I mean, you actually got to show up to train.
Yeah, no, that's true. You know what's funny, though? The past 3 years, though, I've been donning the gi more and more because, with the politics, I kind of fell out of love and then started training MMA only and boxing. And then I saw the John Jock Machado on Joe Rogan, and I was like, damn. And then at 3 years ago, I started training I was training at Dark Wolf because I bought the house and Dark Wolf was 5 minutes away, and I was like, well, Dark Wolf is right there. I might as well fucking train there. So I started training there, and I put on the gi, and that was cool. You know what I mean? So I got motivation from there, and then L too, like always in my ear and shit like that. So they kind of L and David Lozen kind of motivated me, and John Jock Machado to don the gi again. So the past 3 years, I've been training in a gi. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I think now L's recognizing that I've been doing that.
And I know you don't train that much, but when you do, like your submission grappling thing, right?
Yeah.
I know you're not training no gi more than you're training gi. And I say it like that because I know, so the fact that you can do that,
yeah,
and still only train the gi, that's why I love the gi. I love the gi.
I love the gi. So
I love the gi.
I always say, back when we started, we're kind of old OGs in this fucking
it's
game,
so crazy,
especially here because like 13 years ago
there was 2 schools.
It was Gracie Baja, and then it was
he had 2. He had one in downtown Orlando, the one in Kissimmee,
and Sand Lake.
Yeah,
and then there was Gracie Baja, and then there was Jungle, right? And then ATT. So those three. Those were the pioneers, like and Marcio Simas.
What's his name? John was it John Clark in like Ocoee or something?
Oh yeah. He trained with Shaq.
Yes, that one.
Yeah.
Right,
I don't know.
John Clark or John something.
Yeah, something.
Carver or something. I don't remember.
But they were like slowly there. But as far as big schools was Gracie Baja, ATT, and Jungle. At Gracie Baja, and I tell everybody this, and I'm the kind of guy that I say something, and that's my belief. You believe it, or it's not right or wrong. It's just what I believe. In Gracie Baja, there was only one no-gi class, right? And that was on Thursdays. So we would do De La Hiva. Shout out to Ross. He had, and he still has it. I'm blanking out right now. Ross Killian? Yeah. What's his jiu-jitsu tournament? He's been doing it for since. No, not Arte Suave. The other one. I know his MMA promotion is Rival. But they used to host it at Kathleen Gibson. Kathleen High School, sorry.
I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah. So anyways, Ross, De La Hiva, and I think the FBJJ is Florida Classics, which was ran by Gracie Baja. Yeah. So we would train 6 days a week gi, 1 hour a week no gi, and we would go to these tournaments. And I was like 6 months into jiu-jitsu. Me and Eric Abreu, shout out to Eric Abreu. Started around the same time, but like the way he understood jiu-jitsu was just, that's why he was amazing. Still is. We would go to these tournaments and do gi and no gi. And the funny thing is, and I have the medals here somewhere.
And you've always done better in no gi?
Yeah, I always placed better. I even got gold. I got silver in no gi than in gi. And I trained more gi than no gi. And I always found that like funny. Like I never understood it, but I feel like me training in gi made my fundamentals better, that transition to no-gi. The naive people and the ignorant people, like Michael Jackson used to say, they would be like, oh, I don't want to train gi. Why am I going to train gi? I'm not going to fight.
Get better at no-gi.
I'm not going to fight in the gi. My MMA fight's not in the gi. I'm like, yeah, I get it. But dumbass, if you train in a gi and you're in a fist fight, the way your brain works is not going to be like, oh, he doesn't have a sleeve. I can't spider guard or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. I just thought that training gi helps you understand no gi better, and it keeps you sharper, in my opinion. But I'm a dumbass.
It does, and I mean, obviously the grips is once you get rid of that, it's what's keeping you, right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you grab joints and stuff like that, and push and pull biceps, wrists.
But you're so like, dude,
I feel like you maneuver
I'm a baby
better.
seal. When I start grappling, I start dripping sweat. So they ain't no, you grab me, I'm just sliding out. I'm like a dolphin. you ain't holding me.
What, in no-gi or gi?
In no-gi. I'm like a dolphin, dude.
I feel better.
Hey, you pet the stingray? You ever pet the stingray? He goes right slimy by you. It's exactly. That's exactly like bro, you didn't see the sweat. I'm sweat. Just, that's pure.
That's why L wants us to wear something underneath.
The rash. Well, yeah. I know. Oh, you know what's so funny about that is always, right? I always wear a rash guard. Recently, a couple weeks ago in Nashville, right? I forget how weird it feels to compete without a rash guard on. Like you're just always rash guard. The one time you don't have it on, you're like, damn, my titties all out and shit. My belly.
By the way, this podcast is sponsored by Retro Grappler. Go to retrograppler.com. and buy Retro Grappler merchandise and Combat Night merchandise.
But that's already. I mean, that's legit in the in
the description.
Yeah, that's in the that's.
But I just want to say
copy paste.
I just want to say Retro Grappler.
Oh, okay. I want
because I love that guy.
Who doesn't?
And his wife and his kids. They're awesome people.
Extremely.
Who doesn't? Morons don't. That's who doesn't love retro. I'll tell ya. Morons, see? Yeah, man. Hey, you thirsty, dog? You want some water? You want a Corona Premier?
Maybe. Yeah, we could do that.
Hey, young Daniela, can you get us a? Can you get him a?
Oh, young
a Corona?
Daniela. Yes,
you get it?
young Daniela.
Young Jamie, young Daniela.
Yeah, thank you, young Daniela.
So Jamie is Joe Rogan's. He's the one that controls. Yeah, he controls the boards and the cameras and all that stuff.
Shifts it left and right.
I should get a little neverita here, right?
Isn't it Jeff? Isn't it Jeff that he gets sometimes to do the drinks? I could have sworn I heard of Jeff a couple times because he got other people that work there. He's got a bunch of.
Yeah, he kind of went back to remember he did the tunnel, the little shed, and then I don't know what happened, and he went back to the traditional way, which is pretty cool. It's not too bad.
So we're about to watch these fights.
Yeah, they played earlier, but I just put it on that way we can talk. I like your device, man.
Thank you.
Zoom, they are like awesome. Like everybody, there's another company. What is it? Is it Roland? No, not Roland. That's the DJ.
No, yeah, but it was Roback or something like that. They have a similar.
There's two that everybody seems to get nowadays, and it's that one. But Zoom is cool, man. I got the L8, and I love mine, man. I just wanted to. I saw they have a version of this, like an older generation version of that, and but I just like that the L8 because I can record music and stuff like that, which is pretty cool.
You bringing up this device? This device actually is one of the reasons why I said, you know what? It needs to. Podcasting was kind of a chore, and not necessarily a chore, but the way I did it before, I had my other Mackie mixer, and I would mix down and then put it in a computer, and honestly, to do an episode, it'd be the recording of the episode and then all the post production. And yeah, it takes time, but if I can record all you want, but if you're not doing anything with the post production and putting it up, it does you no good. So I bought this because I said, you know what, if it's gonna make it easier for me to do this, then I'll put them out and I'll actually do them.
And you can edit.
Pretty much on there. You could do everything on there.
So this has editing on the vocals?
No. So what it does is it records them mono-tracked
and
separately.
And then you can use the DAW.
I could use, use
that's the way I do it. So on my L8, I have effects, so I can put more bass on your voice or whatever. But what I do is...
Bitch, you better take the bass out your voice when you're talking to me.
What I do is I load it into a program called Reaper, and that's where I do the editing. So I do a little bit of edit on the vocals.
Oh, okay.
That I did on my own. But the way that you have it set up, you don't have to. And I could do it like that too. But I'm so again, I'm a stiffler about vocals, man. I like to make sure the vocals sounds good, great. Man. I'm not an expert or nothing like that, but maybe I should apply for Univision or something like that.
Maybe you should.
Telemundo, right there on I-4.
Lou. How has, and since you've been training 13 years now, how has jiu-jitsu changed your life?
Man, I could say that jiu-jitsu for me is an addiction, man. I don't know, man. Cheers. It made me more disciplined in just everything that I do in life. Being more responsible and stuff like that. As far as scheduling and shit, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. It made me become a more disciplined person because when we're training and let's say we're doing competition, we got to be a certain weight, we got to diet a certain way and all that. Before I was training, I was fucking drinking sodas every day and just being real unhealthy. Although my frame, I'm petite, I'm small. But I was still being unhealthy. You understand what I'm saying?
Extremely.
But,
you were skinny fat, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, I am now too. That I kind of I always take the holidays, end of the month off. But what I'm saying is at that point when I started, I wasn't smoking weed or anything like that because I had stopped that when I was 18. Not saying there's anything wrong with it. It didn't do anything for me. I just wanted to focus more on writing music. But jiu-jitsu got me eating better, less soda. So I barely drink any soda. Only when I go on a long camp, and then like I splurge on soda for a little bit, but not like I used to. Shit, my teeth used to be yellow because of soda, man.
How much
like,
soda you drink?
You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
Yeah,
I know. I used to drink about like a 12 to 18 Dr. Peppers a day. Yeah. And Daniela's looking at me like, what the? Yeah, I used to. She said, how am I alive? Absolutely. That's what jiu-jitsu has done for me. It's giving me my life. Look at that.
So, I mean, it helped me in that way, you know, again, being disciplined and being healthy. You know, it gave me a motivation and something to look forward to. The whole purpose of me starting jiu-jitsu is like, man, I got to know jiu-jitsu to do MMA, because I got so drawn into MMA, and I had a little bit of a boxing background, not much, you know, but I did that for like a year. My parents couldn't afford it after a year. So I was like, fuck. So then, like, when I turned 18, 19, I was working, and I was like, oh, okay, I could pay for my own. So, yeah, like, it helped me eat better and just be more disciplined and take something serious. So I knew I wasn't going to make it as a rapper. Like, I knew it, you know.
Why? But why'd you know it? Why?
Because, like,
with that attitude, of course you won't.
Well, my style of rap is not bullshit. You know, like, you know, I was boom bap. I still do boom bap shit. You know what I'm saying? Not saying I was the most lyrical in the world, but I was just like, at that time, it was lean with it, rock with it. You know what I'm saying? Nice. Like, it was like the guard was changing into crunk, and it wasn't my style. And so I was like, fuck, man, you know, like, okay, graduating high school, I got nothing to look forward to. And then I was like, man, you know, I really love fighting. I always kept up with boxing. You know, and I was like, man, boxing, I would like to fight one day, but I don't know if I could box. But then, like, they did The Ultimate Fighter came out, right? And nationally, right? And I was like, shit, yo, I want to do this MMA thing. So me and Eric got together, and I was like, yo, let's go try out. And we tried Gracie Baja, learned how to do an armbar, and then I tried it in live rolling against a bigger person. I was like, yo, this shit is good. And then I've been hooked ever since. Damn. I mean, I feel like I'm, you know, it saved me a lot, man. I don't know what I would have done if I didn't enter this MMA world. I don't know, or jiu-jitsu world. I don't know who I would have met. I would never met you and your family.
Well, no, and
you know
it's
what I'm saying?
crazy
if I had not started, if it wasn't for Gracie Baja, well, which is the reality.
It really is.
You know?
But think about it. Like, all our friends that I have now, most of my friends I have now, met through, and I'll say the acquaintances even that I like, that I had before, even those have, I wouldn't say strained, but they're not the same. I can roll with a guy or meet a guy, and honestly, sometimes there's people that, you know, like, I'm not going to bring up his name, but somebody at my gym who's a blue belt. I've sweat with him. I've trained with him for years, and I feel closer to him than people that I've known for you know, 15, 16 years. It's crazy. It's
yeah, I feel like it's like, you know, we train and we beat each other up and we choke each other and we joke around with each other, and like, obviously we become close. I get what you're saying. There's probably like maybe 5 people that I talk to that are not in our community, the BJJ,
that don't train,
MMA,
right?
that don't train. 2 of them are like still my brothers, you know what I'm saying? So, but most of them are just like here and there. If it wasn't for social media, I wouldn't know what the hell they'd be doing with themselves, you know, which is it's one of the beautiful things about social media is that you get to see people that you grew up with and how they're doing in life, whether it's them posting silly stuff or beautiful pictures of their families. You know, that's the beautiful part about social media.
It is.
You know, so, but I feel like jiu-jitsu, you know, made me or introduced me to a lot of prominent figures in my life. You know what I'm saying? Especially now, like guys like Hank, you know, and L, and
guys you strive to
Jim,
be like, right?
And Mitch and those guys, you know what I'm saying? You
taking care of their families and stuff
and everybody
like that.
else. Yeah.
Absolutely. No.
You know, so jiu-jitsu,
Great
everybody.
men.
Yeah, and females too. There's a lot of females doing big things in our community that many aren't doing, like Jada. You know, she got this promotion.
Submission grappling series.
Melissa Lozen got that.
She got
pretty dangerous.
Yes.
And that's pretty cool, man. They get girls and they travel all over Florida and they do like little mini seminars, which is awesome, man. You know, like there's a girl in the West.
Bringing jiu-jitsu, bringing more women into jiu-jitsu,
Yeah.
which is amazing.
And Jeffy, I think I pronounced Jeffy. She does the chick jitsu, which is a jiu-jitsu tournament for women and, you know, female and girls, which is pretty awesome, man. So, you know,
and I got, Melissa Bentley with Hanato. They do the girls and gis all the time.
There you go. That's another one there. Yeah. So shout out to Hanato Tavares, man.
RTA Association.
RTA Association, man. What's the handshake here?
Hey, I can't be just showing people that handshake.
Well,
what are you
I'm part of
talking
the fucking RTA.
You think you are?
No, I know I am, bitch. I'll call L right now.
We'll see. Yeah, you know what? I'm looking across is Maria. I got to teach her that handshake soon. Can you?
Yeah.
Can you believe? Can you believe that I got my wife in the gi? Like she started training.
Oh, that's pretty good, man.
That is pretty. That's pretty legit. She actually started.
I say this: jiu-jitsu is the best form of self-defense.
It definitely is.
Because like, if you're gonna be attacked, most of the time you get attacked. There's a scuffle or a scramble, what we say.
Well,
basically, you go hug and then you go punch, and then you want to grab the person for that they won't be able to attack you. You get tangled up, and then boom, you fall on the floor. That's when the real stuff happens. That's when the self-defense comes in, and that's why Brazilian jiu-jitsu is so pivotal, because it teaches you how to defend yourself when you're on the ground. Not necessarily, you don't got to beat somebody up or choke them out. You could just restrain them there until help comes. You know what I'm saying? So it's good that she started training jiu-jitsu. That's pretty awesome.
Well, I mean, it is. I think, especially for women, because if something's gonna happen, what's usually gonna happen? A woman's gonna get
raped.
Unfortunately, and you know what? That simulates the guard.
Yeah.
If you can fight from the guard, you can. Hopefully, the idea would be to at least stop an attack enough to where you can get some help, right?
Yeah.
Just because you can't say that every woman that trains jiu-jitsu is she's gonna triangle choke everybody, and because that's unrealistic.
And real life is unrealistic because like there's like. In the streets, there's no rules. There's no rules.
But you know what it would
guys
also
are gonna
do?
bite you, bite your thigh. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but you may be comfortable with somebody that's 200 pounds on top of you, sweating on you.
That's where the benefits of that come in. You don't panic. Because you've been in you've been in that position many times in training with different body types. That you kind of stay calm and all that.
Fucking mosquito on my camera. Oh, of course you carry. I mean, come on. I didn't say you don't carry because you know jiu-jitsu.
Jiu-jitsu versus a gun. Who wins? The gun.
The gun. all the time. Ain't nobody gonna tell you don't carry a gun because you know jiu-jitsu. That'd be dumb. As a black belt who's trained for so many, I'm not gonna tell you don't carry a gun.
Yeah.
Carry 4 guns. You should have.
Yeah, carry a gun because like, do you rather like mess up your clothes or do you rather just shoot the person? I'd rather shoot the guy. I'd rather shoot the guy than having to grapple on like muddy grass. What if you're trying to get robbed and it's raining outside? You know what I'm saying? Like that's dirty. And then like you got to fight him off, and then you fight him off, and then you got to get back in your car.
Can you imagine you went to a white party
and you have a muddy ass, and then like it becomes like they're trying to rob you and you are successful, but at the end you get robbed in life because you got to spend money to like vacuum the car, and it's like you didn't win. You didn't win. You got robbed. At the end of the day, the evils that wanted you to get robbed that day, they won because you got to spend money to car wash and all that shit. I'm being serious. Am I lying or what?
Man, I don't know. Your life is amazing, dog. Oh, look at this card. The Amway card next week.
Yeah, man. I can't wait to watch that from TV.
2 weeks.
That's going to be great.
It is going to be great. I'm going to be watching from TV as well.
Hell yeah. You think I'm going to go to downtown?
I
know most of the guys on the
and,
card, and, I support them, but come on, man. I got a better view at home. I don't have to worry about driving and being stuck in traffic for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, he's not just a homebody. This is ridiculous. He is a grandpa.
Yeah.
Oh, why am I going to go out? Why am I going to go out with people? There's a sport that I love that's in my town.
Man,
Why
that's
am I
great.
gonna go to that? I'm just gonna watch it from TV. And you know what? I'm probably just gonna stream it illegally too. Even though I pay for
Isn't it free?
ESPN Plus,
It's not on free?
Even though I pay for ESPN
Yeah.
Plus, I'm gonna stream it illegally.
I get to be in my boxers,
because I'm
watching
gonna be at home boxers and
You know what I'm saying? So, but it's pretty dope that they're coming to Orlando. It's been a while.
It's that is true. $20 a Corona is but that's why you pregame.
Yeah, or like $15 on nachos and a glizzy or a hot dog.
What the hell is this glizzy? What is a glizzy? That's that. That's that New York stuff. I don't know.
What's a glizzy?
It's
a glizzy's a hot dog. A glizzy.
Yeah.
You never heard of glizzy?
Glorilla?
No, glizzy. What do you call it? Not a juggler. Gobbler. Glizzy gobbler.
No, I have not.
Yeah, that's funny. Oh, he's Dominican.
You got he is. You definitely got a different Instagram feed than I do.
Google glizzy gobbler.
Nah, definitely not.
But yeah, that's a good card. I think Phil Rowe is going to be on that card. Who else from Orlando is going to be on that card? That's it. So shout out to Phil Rowe. And if anybody else locally that I forgot, then man, good luck. You probably won't even listen to this shit anyway. So
yeah, because it's like Melissa said in the beginning, is anybody gonna listen to this?
Yeah,
she's probably right. She just looked it up. So what does it say?
Am I allowed to say it?
Yeah.
It's like sloppy head.
Slob on my knob,
Sloppy
like
toppy.
chlorine on the cob.
yeah. So how many microphones do you have?
Well, I mean, I didn't. That was a weird question. Like
not.
with me in my pocket?
No,
like I didn't bring. I
whenever
brought
you-
my recorder and I got 2 microphones at home.
So let's say I didn't have my studio, right? State of the art studio.
Yeah.
How many microphones? Like you got 2 microphones? You got 3?
I got 3.
You got 3? All condensers?
I got 2 condensers
And
an
one
SM,
dynamic?
and the dynamic, the SM58, the fucking power horse.
Is that the new one? That you
No,
took a
the
picture
shirt. No. Oh, the new dynamic is the that's the MXL 770. That's the, and I'm actually using the MXL 990. I upgraded the two.
That's
the
cool,
two
man.
last podcasts had 2 different microphones.
How much you dropped on those microphones?
Huh? Dude, damn. Why are you asking, dude? How you gonna ask a guy like that? Yeah. First of all, in front of my wife. Yeah. What are you gonna ask me in front of my wife? You never ask a man what he paid for a gun. First of all,
for his
And
microphone?
for his microphone either. What the hell are you doing?
I'll tell you what I paid for my microphone. So I have 3 dynamic microphones, and I paid all 3, and they came with the wires and everything.
You mean the wires that it took us 45 minutes to try to connect to my
Yeah.
shit?
I paid $40, and it sounds amazing.
So if you
And
paid
then that
$60, you could have done.
dynamic microphone that I have up there, I paid $45, and it sounds amazing.
That's good.
No, I went to Amazon.com.
Amazon.com. He supports Chinese business.
Yeah. No, I did
Yeah,
all my
I know.
research. I was like, I'm gonna do all this stuff on a budget. The most expensive thing that I bought was the mixer. And that
How
was
much
like,
of that mixer?
I was like, I think it was like $500 or $600.
$549. I know. I was looking at. That's why I went
But
with the P4.
I bought
'cause
it
I
with
was like, man, I'm not-
I get these rewards for like
For
selling
giving blood?
selling cars and shit like that. I get spins, and I had like a certain amount, and I forgot about it, and then I just spent that. So yeah,
So when
I don't get taxed on that
yeah, I know Dad.
unless I make more than $800 on that.
A nurse, he goes, he gives blood every month, right? And he gets, the gift cards. So he saves the gift cards and he just buys some expensive shit with it.
Oh, that's cool.
It's not a bad idea. You know?
Yeah. So it seems like you dropped a lot of money on your microphones.
No, I
when
didn't.
you didn't have to.
I didn't drop a lot of money on my microphones. They're old as hell. Actually,
If they're over
that's
$100, that's a lot of money.
in your world, I don't know. What are you talking about?
So you see, I'm correct. You know,
think it
Kanye
is?
West. Like
Juanye? I'm Juanye,
13
yeah.
years ago, in the music industry, you had to go to a studio. You got to rent a studio, and they still do it. Don't get me wrong, but most of the guys, they're recording shit at home. Here.
Yeah.
They're buying the equipment for half the price, and they're putting out top-notch quality stuff. Kanye West, Timbaland, Swiss Beats. Now, they do go to the studio, too, but most of the time, they have a studio in their crib.
Yo, I don't think anybody's giving Kanye any studio time anymore, dog.
They should. He's a genius.
He is. I'm glad you finally realized
If I
that.
was these top rappers right now, I'd make all these songs with Kanye at a discounted rate. And then in 2 or 3 years, when all this shit blows over, release them.
Yo, Kanye should start a bank.
He should start a bank.
He should have started a bank.
Yeah.
Hood bank for the people. I'm serious.
Well, people know, and it wouldn't make sense because like people from the hood,
they don't keep money in the bank. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, their bank is their mattress. That they literally put the money in the mattress.
Damn.
So it defeats the purpose of having.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe, I don't know.
That's old school. They keep it in the safe and all that stuff. But I think that's where society is probably going to end up going to anyways.
Well, they want us to put all our money in crypto.
Well, isn't that shit going bankrupt?
Oh, that's
FMT or whatever?
That was FTX, though.
FTX?
That was FTX.
I don't know. I never believed in that shit anyways.
No. Cryptos, man.
I like real.
They want
I like money that I can touch.
Swimming, kind of like what's his name from Darkwing? Not Darkwing.
DuckTales.
Scrooge McDuck.
Scrooge, yeah.
Hell yeah! I want a room like that where I can just swim in my coins.
Yeah,
that was legit.
That was
like
dope,
Smog.
Yeah, but I think with everything that's going on now, eventually people are gonna just gonna hold their own money.
You have to.
Yeah, because
we're gonna have to go back to the days of just gold bars, walking around with jewelry just so you can cut it off. I'll give you one.
How much that shit weighs? Like what? 10 pounds?
I don't know.
A gold bar or whatever?
No, like 22.
22
Yo,
pounds.
Did you see that one chick
that got it out the hole?
Yes, them skinny ass fingers she had. What? Oh my! In Vegas, they got these little glass displays with a gold bar, and it's meant so you're not supposed to be able to take it out because the gold bar is so heavy, and you're not supposed to be able to get the angle. Well, this bitch with these weird ass long alien fingers went.
Yeah, she was able to get it out.
She got it out, and it was crazy because her wrist kind of like popped, kind of like a snake, and just went beep, and it became like Jello, and just pulled out a gold bar.
When you get that gold bar out of there, do you get it like?
They probably, dude. People probably
10 grand.
People probably come and like tackle you. I don't get security. Don't let you get too far.
I've always wondered that.
Oh,
like
you don't see that. Yeah, you
whatever.
don't. You definitely don't see that part when security slams you, and
the internet is very weird. You're right.
It's don't surf late at night.
I used to have those headphones.
These are pretty cheap headphones.
Yeah.
These
eventually,
these
what
are
happens with
$9
time is the material on the inside of the ear they start to disintegrate.
Yep. And then you wear it. Yep, it leaves shit all your.
Yeah.
And then when you wear white polo, you're like, what? Damn, you got some dark ass dandruff. It's not dandruff. It's
there's a place, Amazon, and you could buy like cheap ass headphones.
Bro, why you love
like
Amazon?
this one right
What
here? I got it for like $15, bro.
But see, why am I gonna buy? See, you're over here. Damn, these kids are loud. You're over here. Oh, how much money you spend on this? You want me to buy stuff that already works? Why would I buy? Why would I replace these if they work just fine?
Because it's good. No, I'm just saying. Eventually, that's what's gonna happen.
Eventually, yeah. You're right. They're eventually gonna start working. These things sound like.
You think the people can hear the kids? So I have my little studio in my garage, and then in my garage I have like mats and all that stuff. So the kids, Uriah, my kid, and my son's friend, they're playing out there. So yeah,
they're getting a little.
The two people that are actually gonna listen to this whole shit, please don't mind them.
All right, they got kids too. They know what's up. You can't control those things.
I like this, man. So who else you want to talk to? Is there anybody specific you want to talk to? That's like,
yo, I want to talk to is legit just anybody who's had their life changed by jiu-jitsu. Like seriously, man, I can't stress this enough that I don't think I would be sitting here right now had it not be for jiu-jitsu. Now, and I say that because I could have, I probably it was you guys pushing me, to fucking change. And it's I'm not saying I wouldn't have that community anywhere else, but there's no other community that would have been as brutal to me as people who legit like fuck each other up. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think any other group of guys would have been able to do what y'all were able to do and get me to change.
And I think we're different, because
we are built different.
Because there's a lot of groups in this community and they're tight and shit like that. But I feel like we're different in a way where we fucking just diss each other so hard, you know what I'm saying? And we got thick skin. If it's not about your old weight, it's about my height or, other shit. And I just think that's us because we go deep. Like, we go deep, man. And I feel like other people would, like, start crying and stuff like that, acting like little babies.
You go deep like anal beads.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know about that, but...
I don't know.
But I think we just a different group, man. And I think that the fact that we all
go hard in the paint, and I think it's sadly it's through and most group of guys the harder you like you're most vicious with the people you care about the most. If we don't make fun of you
because we're brutally honest with them, at least I am. Like I have to be honest with everybody, brutally whether they like it or not because. Why am I going to sugarcoat shit? I don't want a friend like that.
It's so hard to fake things.
I don't want a friend that's going to be like, yeah, man, that's dope when it's not, when it's trash. You're like, hey, man, yeah, man, you was a great fighter. Motherfucker, no, I wasn't. I sucked. You know what I'm talking about? Like, tell me the real. I'd rather have that person around me than a person that's a yes man and shit. And I feel like the group of people that I've been around in for so long, it's fucking dope, man. Like, and the cool thing is that the majority did train together, and then some kind of did their own thing and shit like that. But when we do get together, it's like there was no separation. There is like nothing happening. It was like yesterday we were all just training together and shit like that.
They say that's the mark of good friendships.
Yeah, man, that's real loyalty, man. That's not blinded loyal. What do you call it? Blinded loyalty or whatever. It's like real shit, Nobody, like, we didn't get mad if people train at other places, as long as we, we still train with each other once in a while and shit. Like Troy comes up and Jim comes up, or I go down, you go down, and we train with Jim and shit like that. Or even that one dude in Texas, the other black belt.
Mario. Yeah,
Mario.
Homie.
I know, I don't know Mario like that, but I know whenever I do go to Texas, I can hit him up on behalf of L, and then
on behalf
of you, Fat Boy, and Hank, and all those guys, and they'll be like, "Yeah, of course."
Yep.
So that's cool, man. I dig that.
He's a cool cat, and I just went out and visit him not too long ago. He's got an awesome school out there.
Where he's at in Texas?
In Dallas.
Dallas. That's where I want to go, man. I want to go to the JFK thing.
Oh, you want to go see? It's pretty cool. There's 2 white X's in the street.
That's in Corpus Christi.
That's Corpus Christi. You can go to do both.
No, but I'd rather go see.
Bitty bitty bum bum.
Because I want to go to the grassy knolls and I want to go to the library.
Bitty bitty. Yo, we saw it's so small. Like you're in the tower, the reunion tower. You're like, oh shit. There's the books depository. There's the 2 white marks. There's the 2 white X's. Damn.
So there was like 3 shooters. I know there was.
Bro,
there was 3 shooters.
I don't know. I wasn't fucking there. So I wasn't alive.
The buildings, was there like echoey and stuff like that? Because that's what they say is like an echo that people heard like 4 or 5 gunshots or whatever.
Bro.
Anyways, I want to go there to see that.
What this is 1963. We're talking about November 22nd, 1963.
Damn, that shit's coming up. Rest in peace, JFK. Rest in peace, my nigga. My nigga John F. Kennedy, man.
Man, they did them bogus.
What you said it was so small, so now I'm like I'm
even
even more bi-curious because I wanna wait, did I not use that right?
No, I don't think so. I don't know. I hold up, back up.
Wait, I thought bi-curious meant that you were curious, but times 2. That's not that? Did I did I do?
I think that's die curious.
That's
Die curious.
That's all right.
I don't know.
I'm not bisexual. There's nothing wrong with being bisexual, but that's not me. You know, occasional
What-
finger,
what
finger
you-
in my butt is fine, but
What are you talking about? When did you bring that up?
because I thought you guys thought I meant that I said bi curious, and isn't that when you're like, and that doesn't that happen to girls mostly when they're in high school? They're like they want to experiment, so they make out with their best friends.
I guess I don't know. I'm not a girl.
But you said it was small, so I'm curious now to see if I could put in my head how many fucking shooters were there. Because I think there was one definitely by the grassy knolls. And then that guy, I don't even think he got a chance to let off a shot. Lee Harvey Oswald.
So you think Lee Harvey acted was part? So
I think he thought he was alone, but
he was a patsy. So
he truly was a patsy
Oh.
because they killed him for a reason. He was going to talk, right? That's why they killed
he
his
was
ass.
going to sing.
Yeah, Jack Ruby. Oh, I love the president that much, motherfucker. You got mob ties, really, and you're gonna kill him? Like, come on now, dog. I think what happened was they obviously knew that he didn't like the government, and he wasn't a fan of JFK, so they were like, "Yo, we're gonna do that." But while they were talking to him, they were also talking to other people. So, and he had no idea.
So would that be akin?
I feel like when he heard the shots, he was like, "Holy shit!" Then he dropped the rifle and he bounced. I don't think he got a chance to shoot. I may be wrong. I don't know, but I'm not a historian or nothing like that. I'm not like Indiana Jones or anything.
Apparently, we know. We see this. You're not a historian.
What?
I said we know you're not a historian.
I mean, I know a little bit about history, but I'm not like I don't know the exact details and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
like I never discovered fossils or anything, you know. So
discovering fossils would be pretty cool.
There's people that people believe that the dinosaurs didn't roam the earth. There's people believe that dinosaurs.
So wait.
That
so
if dinosaurs roamed Earth, that people believe that dinosaurs and cavemen existed around the same time, and I don't think that's factual. I think the cavemen came way after.
Could be. I think it is.
I don't know.
You believe in Pangea though?
That we were once all together.
Pangea?
Yeah. Yeah. Pangea.
Yo, you know what? There's proof that COVID came from a lab, but you know.
Yeah. Most likely it did, but yeah, Pangea. That shit is crazy though. The millions and millions and millions of years.
We were one.
It took to separate everything. Right, all the continents and shit, because we were all
one, yeah.
Yeah, we were all one, and in the center,
and that's
in the middle of the flat Earth. It was crazy, you know how it was at that time.
It had to be flat, huh? You couldn't leave that. You couldn't leave that bitch round. It had to be flat.
I don't know, but yeah, I think that's pretty interesting. How
Definitely
we just
is.
went from JFK to Pangea and dinosaurs, but you know that's the way life goes.
I think that's the way your mind goes, dog.
Man, my mind, like, man, I don't know. When I was growing up, I think they told my mom that I had ADD or some shit like that. So my mom, when she heard that, my mom's eyes turned into cash because she's like, cha-ching, SSI checks. So, you know, whenever you have like asthma or fucking or like some sort of,
he said SSI checks,
you know, like ADD, cha-ching, SSI checks, and you know, and then you know you get SSI, you get like $500-600 and shit like that on the 1st and 15th of the month. Wow. Yeah, but anyways, the way my mind processes is like I have a million things in my head going on at once.
So is that why when you're doing jiu-jitsu, you kind of like you like it because it slows down, you don't think about all that?
Yeah, actually, yeah, it keeps me it keeps me active.
Like
100%. Like my motor system's active and touching shit.
But you're slowing down your mind.
You're slowing down on other things.
Yeah,
you have to.
Just now when I was putting up that sign, right? And then all of a sudden, I was thinking of how to connect a piece to my phone. And I was like, oh, I have a piece. I got to find it. And it's on the table there. And then Daniela had found these things that I wanted to put on the chairs to stop it from scraping the floor. And then I was like,
felt?
I dropped everything I was doing. I was like, let me go do that over there. And that's how I lose. That's how I lose track of time.
So is that why you didn't tell your wife I was going to come over to record a podcast?
Yeah, I didn't think you were going to come over though.
So is that what it is? You didn't think I was going to come over? You thought I was full of shit?
Probably.
Yeah.
So that's probably why he didn't mention it.
And they used to want me to take Ritalin. Because
used to. I kind of want you
remember?
to take Ritalin right now.
Hell nah, bro. I'll be all like slow and
Maybe.
Xanax and whatever. People take Xanax for fun nowadays.
Bro, I had seriously. So when I moved down here,
I'll take
we had
no
a group of
drugs.
friends, and one of our friends got really addicted to fucking Xanny bars, and this kid, he went down a really bad path. Like he's doing all right now, but let me tell you, he went down this. He was a fucking junkie, pretty much, and luckily he, recently, not too long ago, had a daughter and whatnot, and is doing way better.
That's good. Good for
But
that guy.
yeah, but man, let me tell you that drug is
Addiction.
is crazy.
Addiction is crazy, man. There's a song by Ay, se cayó.
Se jodió.
There's a song by Nice and Smooth, and it's called Sometimes I Rhyme Slow, Sometimes I Rhyme Quick, and they sampled Fast Car by Tracy Chapman. Whoever listens to this, go listen to that song. But there's a line that not CL Smooth, but Smooth says, Smooth B, he goes, too much. Oh no, it's not Smooth B, it's Greg Nice. He goes, too much of anything makes you an addict. And that shit is crazy because that's the way it is. Too much of anything makes you an addict. 'Cause that's, addiction.
I'm definitely addicted to jiu-jitsu though.
Oh, for sure. It's an addiction,
It
bro.
really is an addiction.
But it's a good addiction to have. It is a good addiction to have because there's like drugs that you can be addicted to, or like porn or whatever. But jiu-jitsu is a good addiction to have, and yeah, but you can't do it at the same time.
Or can wait a minute? Or can you?
We just thought of a great ass promotion.
Holy snap! Wait a minute. Move over, Jada. I'm taking over the no-gi grappling world.
No gi while porn is playing in the background. That'll get the kids to come. Oh,
I'm not, bro. Hold up.
I think it's that one.
Yeah, it was that one.
There it is.
Yeah.
That shit has a sound pad and everything.
That was pretty legit. That was pretty quick.
I would rather have this device than fucking use my webcam to do interviews, and the fucking sharpness of the vocals. Nobody listens to that shit.
Yeah. Oh,
Nobody listens to that. It's fucking terrible. It's terrible. It's too sharp. Shit hurts my ears. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather listen to Joe Biden talk.
Hey,
than
listen. Don't talk about Papa Biden, dog.
Then listen
Don't
to like
worry.
these fucking sharp ass quality. It just hurts my ears, and I have little ears.
Little?
Yeah, that's why I never got cauliflower.
Oh no,
Damn, Chase.
dude. I just started getting that. It's been getting bad. Is Izzy okay?
Yeah, they wanted to come, not Leo, Ralph wanted to come and ask you if you can have a cupcake. I was like,
Ooh, kids eating cupcakes.
Have
No,
you-
it's not fun.
All the episodes that you have,
Yeah,
you ever cut them short or splice them?
I actually had one. if
I
I'm
do
not
that a
mistaken,
lot. I splice a lot because sometimes
Not spliced together. I actually made 2 episodes because it was too long.
Okay,
and this
yeah.
might be too long, but you know what? I'm gonna upload it, and it is what it is.
Just
you
cut
want to
all the
watch
bullshit
it?
out.
No, I'm not.
You
gonna
know
cut
what?
anything
What I
out.
think you should do?
watch, you listen. You get the whole raw audio, dog. I'm not.
You know what I think you should do, which is dope.
What?
So you get little snippets.
And do like the video reels off of
With the caption.
Dude,
And then
that's
just put a
legit.
picture
Here's the
of-
thing.
Put a picture of Fat Boy Jiu Jitsu, a picture of whatever you want, a fucking Corvette, a Volkswagen, cars that you like. German cars.
Thank you, bro. I'm glad you know that I enjoy German cars. I love a German car.
And then put little like 10-second snippets and stuff like that. I think that's pretty cool. That's why
I just got when I got good audio because you
got good audio.
No. I mean, good quality. What I'm talking about, the like content wise, because
there's
I talk a lot of crap. So now
it doesn't
it's
matter.
not
Anything that's like 20 seconds or 30 seconds is fine, bro. It just what you think people gonna want to listen to. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I started doing that with my video. I put a picture, promo, and then I do like a 20-second.
Yours is awesome. I love how you do your promos and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but it takes time.
It takes time. The video thing was a plus. I was never meant to do a video thing. It was always meant to be audio. But the video is coming along. It's not perfect, but I don't give a fuck.
So you know what? I think your video would be awesome too with the guys that you interview to put, because we have a lot of the Combat Night highlight reels, right? To get some of their fight video incorporated. No.
Oh, the spinning back kick to the face? The girl?
No.
Oh, of Combat Night? Hit play.
Who is this? Ooh. Oh, first KO of the night.
It was a kickboxing.
Yeah. The amateurs too, right?
Yeah.
Hook.
Yeah, I saw it. No! Everybody loves those candles for the white.
Man, those candles are legit. I actually was showing off two of the ones I have. I have two very similar ones. I have the Saint Joe Rogan, and I have the Saint Joey Coco Diaz. The Saint Bernardo is one of the funniest ones. I like that Saint Bernardo.
Yeah, I got the blank one there. It was like a $20 bill in there. That was pretty cool,
bro.
Yeah, that was cool.
Because the gift is $20, right? But it's I didn't want to just give him that, so I said, yeah. But the candles, the prayer candles. I see that he's never prayed to them though. He's never lit.
Yeah,
he's gonna pray. But come on, dude. If you prayed to Elon, maybe your Twitter would have got canceled and shit. Had you prayed to Elon.
Your Twitter got canceled?
No, I'm just talking shit.
Oh no, hey Elon, I voted yes to bring Trump back to Twitter. Yeah.
You're not a Trump fan? You don't like him?
I think that
she's an anti-Pelosi fan.
I think he, and you could cut this out. That way it's not political. But he.
So what he do?
So DeSantis just passed that bill where kids are mandatory to know about how to manage money, and
it's a class, and that's a really good start, and it's a really good start,
which is cool. I remember. I remember in school
they didn't teach me about credit card.
Learning how to write a check.
Chicago public schools. You know what though? I will say.
Do you remember? You went to school in Miami?
Oh yeah.
Where you went to school, Maria? Where's that at?
Lake County.
Lake County. But I remember writing learning how to write a check.
No.
And
How
where
about
the routing
how about,
number
hey,
is and all that. And
learning
then I stopped doing
cursive.
that, and I still don't know what a routing. I don't even know my routing number. Like I gotta look it up. I don't know where the routing number goes. The public school system in Florida is terrible.
I mean, but it's just at the bottom of the check. That don't really matter. But do you know how to write cursive?
A little bit. The best thing that ever came out in life is Google Pay or Apple Pay. I don't even take my credit card no more. I just scan my phone. That's amazing. That was the best thing ever.
I always leave my wallet, so I'm on that with you too. I'm always.
You could do the watch too. You could do the watch and scan the watch. It's pretty cool.
That. But now it's easier for people to grab your shit.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah, that's why you don't go to
shit like that.
Places that they're gonna pickpocket you, like New
EDC?
York City, EDC.
What are you talking about?
Bogota, Colombia.
Hey, speaking of Colombia, we gotta do this guys trips because
I can't wait.
I want to go. I need to go to Colombia to get like probably about 15 pounds of excess skin cut off of me.
Depending on where we go, I have like friends in a lot of different places in Colombia.
And a lot of low places.
I've been talking to my homegirl and she's excited. Like there's a place where I can stay and all that. And then she got friends too, like that gives massages and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. Nah, the food anywhere. It could be anywhere. It doesn't have to be Colombia. It could be Ecuador or Costa Rica or anywhere outside the U.S. because the food is gonna be banging no matter what.
The food's gonna be banging, but people would try to scare you, like, yo, don't be getting no surgery outside of the States because, they're not. I will say there are some that fuck up, right? But the majority, and that's my thing, is the majority of people go over there because of the amount of times that it happens. Like, it happens so much, right? And I'm really considering. No, I know there is. They're some of the best surgeons in the world. There's
Celebrities go.
yes,
I'm not just talking about Colombia. I'm talking about Brazil.
Venezuela, and they have some of the best surgeons.
Dominican Republic.
Yeah. So I gotta tell you this funny story. I'm gonna drop this funny story. We go to this doctor. Oh yeah, we're still recording.
Yeah,
we're gonna end on this. Hey, it's gonna be a lot. They could take 6 days to listen to it. It's all right. So we're sitting. We're in Nicaragua, and first off, our countries, they don't. Nobody does dryers, right? We don't have dryers, so you hang all your clothes. Okay, yeah, in Colombia, exactly. You don't spend the electricity on a fucking dryer because the sun can do that for free.
I just thought that they never had the resources to buy dryers and stuff.
That's really what it is, dog. Yeah. So,
that's Trump mentality.
No, that's
not
the
Trump
real shit.
mentality. That's just reality.
Energy's expensive. Yeah, but energy's expensive. You don't use them.
Yeah, but they're behind in time. So the dryers over there are like from 1997.
He said they're behind in 19. This guy, nah, that's.
I know you're trolling right now. But
He's trolling you. So let me finish this. We got all our laundry's been hand washed and stuff like that, and apparently I had this pair of underwear that had a hole near one of the seams. And listen, I'm thrifty as hell, and one little hole is not going to make me get rid of a pair of drawers. Sorry, it's just not. Especially if it's in a spot that doesn't even matter. So we're getting dressed. We're about to go to this plastic surgeon, right? And we're getting dressed, and we got to get dressed in the dark because over there, the sun is up at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and Izzy was sleeping with us. And I didn't want to turn on the light or anything, so I just grabbed drawers, just grab a pair of underwear, put them on, put on my clothes, walk out the door. Well, sitting there with my wife in this doctor's office, and the doctor goes, "Hey, all right, go up there, pull off your pants and stuff like that." So I do, and damn. Got a hole in my drawers, dog. Yeah. And this doctor, I'm over there, a grown-ass man, pricing plastic surgery, and I got holes in my drawers, dog. Was
that the last time you was there?
I mean, it was the only time I was there. The first time in Nicaragua.
Oh, but it was recently, right?
Yeah.
So you were
months ago.
Pricing? Did it give you a good price?
So I'd probably spend about $10,000 in Nicaragua to do it with airfare, like 10,000.
Skin graft?
No, what do you mean skin graft? It's called probably like a fleur de lis. Like they're gonna remove like 5 or 6 inches of skin off of everywhere. Like it's pretty.
Isn't that
invasive.
what skin grafting is?
Nah, skin grafting something else.
That's when you're a burn victim and they add
Correct.
skin on you.
Yes, or when you have scars and stuff like that, and they're trying to take the scar tissue off. That's skin grafting.
So
they just cut. They just cut
off of you.
They just cut the skin.
So like your stomach?
They probably put it. Yeah, they'll probably fry it afterwards and serve it as
right
chicharron.
Here? Your stomach in here? And biceps?
Nah, I don't see.
I'm just asking questions. What the fuck? How am I gonna know? I don't know what he's talking about.
My biceps aren't my arms aren't
So out of
like
your
a fat
stomach.
chick. It's
Now,
really my stomach.
What did
and-
it do with that skin? Do they give it like to somebody that
I just
needs
told you. I just told you they fry it up and they give it chicharron. That's that chicharron, dude. You fry it up.
nasty.
You cook your arroz habichuela con that. That's your little bacon. That's how you start off. That's where you get the grasa, the nice gristle.
That's cool. Yeah, you gonna do that?
Well, I mean, dude, $10,000 in Nicaragua is a lot cheaper than $55,000 in Orlando.
It's $10,000 USD.
But I don't know. $10,000.
I thought it was like 10,000 pesos or whatever.
No, I'm telling you in American money because I don't care about.
I don't know what's the
Cordoba.
currency over there.
It's called Cordoba.
Cordoba, isn't that like a company that makes cigars?
Probably.
And Cordoba is the husband of my auntie. Anyways, but
Yeah.
that's cool, man. I think I'm gonna get the surgery too for my knees to give me like
The
6 inches.
The 6 inches.
Yeah,
But you can't jump because if you jump, you're gonna blow up your balls.
I don't need to jump.
Yeah, that's what happened. What's his name? Kyle. This is deep South Park stuff.
Oh, damn! I never watched that episode.
What?
Oh, the part where he gave himself cancer.
No. Kyle got a surgery, a pigmentation surgery, and whatchamacallit, and he what was it? Mr. Garrison's balls. They put in the knees to make him taller.
That's
and he
hilarious.
blew up Mr. Garrison's
Oh, because
balls.
they put his balls.
Yes,
in his knees.
he put his balls.
He
He couldn't jump.
That makes sense.
That's what made
That's
him-
cool, man. I hope you do that. What's the recovery like after?
Well, she said like they're like, oh, we want you here for like 2 months. I'm like, yeah, that shit ain't happening. But I give you like a week.
That's the sucky thing about doing surgery in different countries. And I know we're running over, but the following up is what sucks because there's always follow up. Like my sister,
there's got to be follow up, right?
My sister got her titties and tummy done or whatever. Well, it was a tummy tuck, but she got a small implant on her boobies and shit. And she spent like $8,500 and shit like that. And so I'm like, yo, yeah, in Miami though, and she lives in Pennsylvania. And I was like, so what's the following up?
In Miami, like Dr. Miami did it?
I don't know who did it, but I was like, it better not be $8,500 down the drain. She goes, what do you mean? I'm like, well, it'll suck if you just did this and then like 2 years from now you're fat as fuck again. You know what I'm saying? So that's like money wasted, right? Don't you think? Do you agree?
I mean, but do you understand that? Like, there's people that have bariatric surgery and that happens to them too.
I don't know what bariatric is.
That's when
I thought you said geriatric.
Bariatric.
Because that's the
No.
old people.
Bariatric is when you're really, really fat and you like have the stomach surgery to make you staple your stomach shut.
Staple your stomach shut.
That's
yeah.
So guys do that.
And then it happens, right? They get fat after
and
that,
then
right?
they get fat. Yeah,
So that's money
it's
wasted.
A huge percentage of people do that.
Yeah.
It's like
'Cause they don't know-
like 80%. And
You know what it is though? They think that they do that
fixes them.
surgery and they're good for the rest of their lives, but they're not.
bro. And
Just like the girls that get lip injections and Botox, like they gotta follow up and every so often and do that stuff. Same thing when they do the stuff to get their vagina tight. They gotta continue that stuff. Like I'm not joking. I'm being serious. Like every so often they gotta go back and get it. You know how it is.
So are you trying to open up a new business? Is this what you're talking about?
Like a refresher course for like people that cut hair. Like every 2 years
That's
you gotta
called
get
a master class.
Yeah. Or every 4 years or whatever.
Every 10 years.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
Oh.
You know I have a microphone that you could put on your lapel, like a lapel mic.
Those are called lapel mics. Those are pretty cool.
Yeah, I got one.
Oh, all right. That's another mic. Was that another $40 mic?
No, I spent like $20 on that.
Oh.
You know why I bought that? Because I did a commercial for my sister-in-law.
Oh, nice.
And I just wanted to do that. That was pretty cool. But I don't know if it worked or not. Because we did the commercial first. But then there was like cars passing around and people whistling at her and all that.
You said they were catcalling her?
Oh, man. Rest in peace, Emmett Till. His movie's coming out. The Emmett Till movie.
Yeah, I know this guy. This guy's going on tangent. He's just trying to.
Just turn that shit off.
He's just trying to get me like shot.
No.
Yeah,
Stop
this
recording.
guy. Hold up.
Close it out.
So, yo, Lou, thank you very much. And next time I tell you I'm gonna come to your house to do a fucking podcast. But here's the thing: why do I gotta text you? You're not my boy. You're not my boy. You're my boy's wife. It don't look right. It don't look right. It don't look right. Me texting my boy's wife. Yo, I'm coming over.
That's a little weird.
I know.
Well, thanks for having me on your podcast, man, and I'm excited. You got this new machine. It's awesome. It's portable. You can take it everywhere.
I'm trying to take it everywhere.
You should take it to jiu-jitsu tournaments. And
and
interview people there.
Yes, 100%.
And then that's how you start getting your name, and then you could probably get hired by the IBJJF, the Mafia.
I don't want to be hired by them.
Or whatever, But you can
I'll go to all their events.
Yeah, you do, motherfucker. You might as well do that shit.
It is.
And the good thing is that you could take this instead of taking like a
big mixer,
and
this fits in my backpack,
or taking a laptop and having shitty ass quality from the fucking webcam and the microphone of the laptop.
And on that note, he said,
"Thank you for listening to the Fat Boy Podcast. Have a nice day.
Peace out, guys. Love ya."